Hi guys, this is Jeff at the Gross Uncertainty on Friday, the 24th of March. Right, our bet this evening, Primo's Comet. There's been quite a few comments about value, about Nellie French. Each way, betting on Nellie French, and so I just want to make my position clear on that, on Nellie French first of all. Right, Nellie French. The problem is weakening, weakening now. Last time out behind Elzal came fourth, but it was weakening. It wasn't that force that it was. It's not the force that she was earlier in the season. That's what I mean by that. Now, about value. So let's say tonight, Primo Comet, you've backed it at, let's say, 4-1. Let's be realistic. You've backed it up fours, and now you can get 11-2 at William Hills. We took sixes. That's what's going on the account, right? So people are saying, so if you bought in at 4, and now it's 11-2, should you put more money on it? Well, no, you shouldn't. You should stick with the 3 points. The 3 points are there to ensure. The 3 points are there, and those points were allotted in that race for the horse at that price. Now, what happens is if you start to put more money on the horse, then you've got to step back and you look at the big picture about everything that we're doing, because it starts to undermine everything else. So let's say you want to put another 3 points on Primo's Comet at 11-2. That means now you've got 6 points on at you've got 3 points on at fours, and you've got 3 points on at 5.5. But you've risked 6 points. Now, if I were to tell you at the top, I'm just looking at my paperwork now. At the top, if they hadn't been so closely bunched, here's how they score. So Elzal 73, so that would be a 7-point bet. Enraged 68, that would be a 7-point bet. One Heart 66, that would be a 7-point bet. Right. Now, that's 3 horses all at the top competing, all around the same. So they don't represent any value. In my opinion, those 3 horses at the top of my scoring system, the 3 at the top, it doesn't make any sense for me to back any of those. So I've got to look elsewhere for value. Now I'm going to think, yeah, but one of those 3 could win. Well, possibly, but I'm not prepared to risk 7 or 6 points when they're so closely matched. Then after that, I've got Mawari at 4.8. So that would be a 5-point bet. But unfortunately, the trainer is so badly out of form. I couldn't trust that horse. I'm backing the horse, so I know that I'll be backing the horse, not the trainer. But the yard isn't in flying form. Then after that, I've got Muse House and Nellie French. So Nellie French, I can't jump in on Nellie French now, but the fact of the matter is the horse has weakened with Primo's Comet. Primo's Comet has been racing in class 3s, 4s, 5s, and now is taking a drop. I think Jim Goldie's realising, or the connections want a win. It's been a year, I think, or a couple of years since it's had a win. And I think they're wanting a win. So he's dropped it sensibly. Or maybe they want something out of it. Maybe they want a bit of that out of it. With a win at 9-1. Buying in at 9s, coming into, 5-2? 5-2. 11-2. So maybe they're wanting that value out of it. Maybe they want a win about it. But The horse, Primo's Comet, looking at it at the big picture, he's taking a drop in class, was double-handed last time out, but the other ones that have been racing within class appear to me to be getting tired. It wouldn't surprise me if Elzal won, but if you've got three at the top on my I only go off my ratings, obviously. I've got three at the top, all within 1 point. Yeah, well, within half a point. The three main players within half a point. That was last night, not including now with Primo's Comet being up there. So, 3 points is the most I'd put on. The most I have put on. Now you can get excellent value with on the exchanges. I did get a lot more than I got 8 to 1, and I'd have to check. I think 9.4. I think. So I've got really good value about that, but putting more money in the horse is a false economy, because you've got to look at the whole thing. It's not this racing game. It's not about one race. Making profit out of it is not about one race. It's about all of the races over the season, over the weeks, over the months. It's about that. And when you start to add money to it, you are really disrupting something. You're putting more on than you should, because everything is proportional to the horse's chances in the race it's on today. So if you put more on, you're not applying that logic to the big picture, the account. You're not applying it to the account. That's why I would never advise putting more money on than what I advise. As attractive as that horse looks now, and you're tempted, you don't do it. You don't, because it pulls the rug on the whole account. It pulls the rug in little bits on the whole account, and it means if it loses tonight, instead of a 3 point loss, it's a 6 point loss. And if you do that every time, it's a massive loss. So keep losses small. Keep them as small as possible, but based against bigger prices. That's the way to get the value. Or if Elzal had just been up there on its own, it was 15 points clear, in my reckoning. If it was 15 points clear of the others, let's say it was 15 points clear of Enraged or One Heart or Mawari, but it's not. It's too close. But the one that stands out as value is Primo's Comet. And that's it. But don't try to top up or add money on, because it doesn't work like that. Right, that's it. Sorry I'm late with that message. There's nothing else obviously tonight. I've been through quite a few races at Newcastle. The sun's shining, everything's lovely. Good luck tonight. I'll do a reaction video, but don't put any more on than I say, because it starts to pollute the account. Okay, cheers. Bye for now. Bye bye.